I've got the camera pointing directly upwards, and this object here is moving very slowly, as if deliberately to capture itself on film. And I'm straining my neck because I'm sat in a chair and the camera is literally pointing, well, more or less as near as damn it upwards. And this aircraft, if you could call it that, this Foo fighter or ball of light, has stopped. It is now slowly moving. Sat in my garden doing this for the record, trying to film, or trying to wait for a decent UFO shot. What I've got at the moment is the usual balls of light that are flying round. Now, we can class them as a UFO, but one must be very careful when one is filming them as to what their intent is. And as I'm sat in the garden now, we're getting the usual antics from them. It's basically to do with, like a telephone, when you're stood in a room somewhere and you know the phone is gonna go, and the phone rings and you think to yourself, well, I was thinking about that person on the other end of the phone and there they are. Well, that's not a coincidence. Now what happens, if we take that a step further, what's going on is that I've got a flashing light to my right there, that theory can be taken further and amplified. Therefore, what I'm getting is I hear more than just simply a feeling of somebody going to ring a phone. I actually hear what's going on around me, and currently at the moment we're just having some fun, shall we say. I've just done this for the record, and I hope that that should be okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit more stable now than I have been when I've been filming them, because they do make me nervous, so we'll crack on, see what we come up with. Now, oddly enough, we've got a jet flying over at the moment, as you can hear in the background. What's important to note for the record is that these balls of light that have been flying around and reported since the 1940s. They're currently flying around at the moment and they're out of range because they don't want to be filmed. I have nothing but fun with them. And what I'm looking at the moment is there's an aircraft flying over. My memory, if memory serves me well, there's a piece of footage that I did where one of these balls of light performs a spectacular manoeuvre near one of these aircraft. And currently at the moment, as that aircraft's flying over, I'm just a bit concerned for its safety as it's flying over. Luckily, these balls of light are keeping their distance, and they're just keeping out of camera shot at the moment. They're a little camera shy, which they will be, because we don't get on. We don't see eye to eye. This is for the record, I hope that's okay. So what it is for the record, at the moment, one of these balls of light has actually just appeared, expanded itself, closed itself back in and gone off again, which is something that they often do because they're not playing ball. What I'm dealing with appears to be something that is, shall we say, unfriendly, and that's the only way we can sum it up at the moment. So what I'm waiting for is a particular UFO that I want to film. The best footage I ever took was of a UFO where I didn't have a camcorder, I didn't have anything on me, and it appeared in front of me and it was spectacular. That's what I'm looking for, those important shots that really single out what the phenomena is all about, so that there's no mistaking that it's a plane or a helicopter or whatever, really, that it definitely is what it is. And at the moment we're just getting a bit of larking about going on with certain elements that belong to the UFO component structure. These are maritime, interplanetary, interdimensional. The maritime ones I'm particularly interested in because if we do get one coming, it'll no doubt have come in from a base from the sea, and it will fly back out again from a base in the sea. So they don't make a journey across vast dimensions of time and space just to film old Tone here sat in his garden. That the liaison is quite near and quite local, and at the moment I'm just keeping my eyes peeled because we have got some fun going on. It's capturing it on camera that's the problem. Could waffle on forevermore, but what we really need is the goods, which is a real good shot of a UFO, which is what I intend to get. I'll keep you, the viewer, posted on what's going to happen as I'm sat here. I think that's okay. Just for the record, what I suspect these balls of light are is that they are actually inner terrestrial. There's been a thinking for a number of years that the Earth is hollow. I do also believe that they are also from the Antarctic region, but my suspicion is that they're actually from the interior of the planet. There is a theory called Hollow Earth, that the Earth is hollow. My theory is that they are inner terrestrial, these UFOs of some description. And the thing is that what they're doing is they're flying around not because they want me to film them. They're flying around because they've come to watch what they can see as well. They're intrigued as well as to what's going on. At the moment, they've already appeared once again. And if you look past in all my footage, you'll see constantly me filming balls of light till it comes out of my ears. I'm still waiting. It's getting cloudy, and I'm just doing this for the log. And this is on the 19th of September.